Everybody, welcome to BeanTown Beatdown. We're back, y'all.
Yep.
Matthew Burris,
Gabe Shamus,
and we're debuting the pomegranate margaritas from Bud Light Margaritas.
Oh yes,
I've actually had these, and these are pretty damn good.
Yeah. All right, so knocking back some cool ones like we always do.
Absolutely.
It's still pretty hot out there, so this is very refreshing.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be on. It's supposed to be the fall. It's supposed to be autumn, but yeah, it's still hot.
Cheers to that.
Good.
Woo. Yeah.
Yes. And now let's get into it. First and foremost, as we all know, the Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin fight had passed.
Yep.
They're now calling this fight the draw in the desert.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. Well, Las Vegas is the desert.
Yeah, exactly. And then it ended in a draw. So.
Yeah. And there are some talks of a rematch. And so the big question is, will fans pay money to watch the rematch?
Right.
I mean, it was a good fight, but the draw just kind of like put a damper on it. So, Gabe, what are your thoughts?
Right. Well, I think with sometimes too much anticipation or too much time isn't the best thing. And a lot of people thought the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight was too long in the making. But yeah, I think otherwise, mostly, it is good prospects for a rematch. I think people, there was a lot of excitement around this fight, and and everyone tuned in. And anyway, so yeah, some people want them to finish what they started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Personally, I wouldn't mind paying for it if I had cable.
Yeah.
But if the people at HBO and Golden Boys were smart, they would put the rematch for free on and make it a World Championship boxing night, because that way, fans get to see the rematch and they won't have to pay so much money. It can just be for free on television. Of course, that's what I think they should do, but of course we all know they're not going to do that because Golden Boy Promotions wants to make more money, and there's always money in the rematch, as they say in fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
If you had TV, well, you have TV, but if you had cable, would you have paid for the rematch?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I personally would, but like I said, I understand why people will, and I think mostly they will, except maybe some more casual fans won't, but yeah, I don't know if I personally would, if I had paid for the last one, I'd be like, well, already paid for that shit, and it's not my fault that they didn't, that neither one won.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is. I mean, we'll see what happens when the rematch comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we're also cutting this episode a little short today because we try to make it longer, but shit happens.
Yes, shit hit the fan.
Yes. And we're going to get into your weak wrist. So, Gabe, take it away.
All right. So, there's, as usual, as has been the case for the last 7-8 months, where there's just a whole bunch of upheaval, a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know what's happening, and I think I told my dad soon after the election. I was like, I think America's in having an identity crisis. We don't know who who we actually are, and we have this man in the presidency who's seems to represent less and less of us every day, and we don't have confidence that he knows anything, and that's not good. That's not a good thing, and we're some people kind of dismissed the concerns of having an incompetent president, but we're seeing it. We're seeing the consequences every single day, and we shouldn't have taken that so lightly. So. What do? You have to turn to the things that you're more sure about. You have to try and be sure, about other things. Like like I said, I don't have faith in the president, but I do have faith in us. I have faith in the collective us, and we're learning how to be more awake, how to be more collective, and how to find a path forward. People that were concerned about pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, there's actually a lot of municipalities, states, and cities that are have reached out to the Climate Accord Committee, whatever it's called, and have actually decided to pledge their loyalty to it as a state or as a municipality, and I think that's a good thing. That might be one of the few things that that can redeem us. So if the national government can't do it, then our state government can. Conservatives have used states' rights, a lot, but not when it's something that they don't agree with, and I think this is where states' rights actually can play a pretty big role, and yeah, we should take this back. We should take our shit back because at this point, who else is going to, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, this whole thing with Trump, it's just been a whole bunch of bullshit ever since he's been elected. In
yes,
fact,
exactly. I was trying to not say that, but that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, actually, I did a video on my way here called. I do a video on my Facebook page called Riding the Trains, and that's where I give my views on certain topics. And I was talking about,
cool,
Trump and the NFL and stuff. And I said, Trump should focus more on other countries. Especially what's happening in Puerto Rico.
Yep.
And,
which is not even another country. They're our own citizens.
Oh, right. So they should focus, he should focus on what's going on in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
And less about what's going on in the NFL, taking a kneel and stuff. And by the way, I was glad that the Patriots took a knee, too. And,
yes, exactly.
And,
Me too.
Also, the Pats won on Sunday, so that's so they're 2-1. Go
Cheers
Pats!
To that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that's something else. The whole taking a knee issue. In a way, it kind of seems, so stupid. But that's what so many people are focusing on. But unfortunately, it is, and we got to make the best of that. The best of it is that we're spreading word about police brutality. We're spreading word about disadvantaged minorities, and that we should pull together as one, as opposed to trying to divide us, which the president and everyone else who's against the NFL protests, that's pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah, sorry, that was his timer going off.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna end it here, or do we have time for one more?
I think we gotta end it, unfortunately.
Damn it! All right, so sorry guys. Hopefully you guys will still watch this, and
this is our super short, super special BeanTown Beatdown.
Yeah, and don't worry. Next week we'll be back, and actually have a good wet dream to talk about.
Of course,
so go to our Facebook page, BeanTown Beatdown at Facebook.com. Go to YouTube. And also YouTube.com/BloodyKnucklesTV. And also, if you have any money, please donate it to our GoFundMe page, GoFundMe.com/productions for BeanTown Beatdown. So, because we need money for equipment to make this show better.
We're just going to keep rising.
That's right. And we're going to end it here. And from BeanTown to your town, this is the BeanTown Beatdown. Matthew Bars.
Gabe Shamus.
Bios con Dios.